Right, we've got a bit of a shorter lesson today where we're going to be looking at the length function, sometimes called the len function. Basically it counts, it gets the size of something. It's one of these like little, this is nat5 stuff, but it's one of these niche things that comes up, a bit like random numbers, a bit like, what did we do last week, the round function. It doesn't come up a lot, but it might come up. So just get into it. Here's a simple little bit of code. We've got a word, it's set to hello. The len function, anything inside of its brackets, it's gonna find the size of it, anything inside its parameters. So we've got word equals hello, and it will find the size of word. So it will just look up here, and it will say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then word size will be stored as 5. So when you go print word size, it will get 5 letters. That is it. It's just counted to 5, counted whatever you've put inside it. You can use this in some other applications. So let's say we've got an if statement. We've just got this program that asks for your word, and if it's 10 letters or longer, it will say your word is 10 or more letters long, and if it's not 10 or more, well, it'll hit this else bit, and it will say it's less than 10 letters long. Remember that this is the greater than sign. I know some people get a little bit confused by this, but what will happen is, well, I just said, you type in a really long word, it will hit this one. You type in anything under, it will run this bit of code. It's a bit of a silly program if I'm being honest, but the whole point of this len bit is we get used to it now, so when we use something called arrays later, which are a bit difficult, you need to use len, you'll be used to it, and it will make that easier. So I'll just open up the worksheet because that's pretty much the PowerPoint. So first one, just copy it down. Second one, you've just got to change this word equals hello bit so you can enter it. I have this task open in another window. I'll just drag it over. So it's really just the one, it's similar to what I just had up on screen, but I'll show you actually running. So let's say, what is your name? And you just type in something that's over 10 letters. It will say your name is too long. And right now, that's not what I wanted to press. Right now, if you type in something short, what's a short name? You type in that, nothing happens. So that is where task 4 comes in. So create a program that asks user for the name, depending on how long the name is, you split a different result based on the chart below. So you can actually just edit this one and just keep it as name, what is your name, but you'd have to look at this 0 to 2, so you'd say if the length of the name is greater than or equal to, 0, and then you have to say and you can't just do a common mistake that always comes up, you can't write less than or equal to 2. You need to write this len name bit again. So it was, and if the length of the name is between 0 and 2 letters, this is essentially saying, we don't want to write that, we want to say that's impossible. Nobody's name is that short, I'm pretty sure. And then we want to write the different answers in, so this one you would just write elif, and you can just copy and paste a lot of this to make your life easier and just change little bits. We want to say if it's equal to that, and then you write your name. Well, your name is probably Ben or something there. Task 5 is create a program. It repeatedly asks the user until they enter a word under 5 letters long. So I'm not going to do the whole thing, but rather than using an if, you would use a while loop instead. And once you get that, the extension task, it's kind of based on this task, is to do it so you get 2 words, and it will keep asking you until both words are 5 letters long. Sorry, are under 5 letters long. This is similar to the double password extension task, I think from lesson 13 or something. It's very similar to that. So if you have an answer to that, you don't have to change much. And that's it really. It is a shorter worksheet. I didn't want to give up too much work, and there's not as much to cover. Like I said, we will be covering the length function far down the line. It might be when we're back at school that we'll cover that, because and it's in the different contexts. But that is it really, right? Bye.